Hello students of Standard 9. Welcome to DAV Moil Public School. I am your English teacher Jagruti Meshram. Let's begin our today's online session of English. Dear students, today we will revise the lesson The Last Leaf. The Last Leaf is written by O. Henry. Two girls by the names of Sue and Johnsy lived together in a small flat. They were artists. The flat was on the third floor of an old house. In the month of November, Johnsy was struck by pneumonia. She remained in bed and she would look out of the window. Sue was worried about Johnsy and she called the doctor. The doctor visited them daily, but there was no improvement in Johnsy's health. The doctor said that it seemed that Johnsy has decided not to live and did not want to recover from the illness. In such a case, medicines would not work on her. She tried her best to make Johnsy take an interest in things around. She talked about clothes and fashions, but Johnsy did not respond. Johnsy continued to lie still on her bed. Sue, Sue brought her drawing board into Johnsy's room and started painting. To take Johnsy's mind off her illness, she whistled while working. She tried to live up Johnsy. She discussed interesting things. Suddenly, she heard Johnsy whispering something. She quickly rushed to the bed and heard Johnsy counting backwards. She was looking out of the window and was saying 12. After some time, she whispered 11, then 10, then 9, then 8, 7. Sue anxiously looked out of the Sue anxiously looked out of the window. She saw an old ivy creeper climbing halfway up the brick wall opposite to their window. In the strong wind outside, the creeper was shedding its leaves. Sue heard that Johnsy was speaking softly. Johnsy was making a backward counting while looking out of the window. Sue was curious and looked outside. Sue replied that it was autumn season and it was natural for the creeper to shed its leaves. Johnsy said that she would die when the last leaf fell. She added that she had known this for the last 3 days. Sue replied that this did not make any sense. The leaves had nothing to do with her health. The doctor was sure that she would recover. Johnsy remained quiet. She got a bowl of snow for Johnsy. Johnsy did not accept it. She was not hungry. Then she said that 4 leaves were remaining on the iron plant. She wanted to see the last leaf fall before sunset and that she could die peacefully. She tried to show affection towards Johnsy. She said that Johnsy would not die. She kept the curtain open because she needed the light to complete the painting. She would send to fetch money for them. She requested Johnsy not to look out of the window. Johnsy agreed and asked you to finish the painting so that she could be in time to see the last leaf fall of the ivy plant. She was tired of waiting to see it fall. She wanted to die and was tired just like the poor tired ivy leaves. Sue asked her to try to get some sleep as she had to pay that old miner. She would call upon their neighbor Darren to be a model for her. Sue rushed down and Darren lived on the ground floor. Dear students, we will continue this story in our next session. Now let us continue the story. Sue asked her friend Josie to try to get some sleep, as she had to clean an old man. She would call upon their neighbor Darren to be a model for her. She went downstairs to the ground floor of the house where Bharam lived. Bharam was a 60-year-old painter. He aspired to paint a masterpiece. Sue discussed Johnson's condition with him. She said that Johnson was sure that she would die when the last leaf fell off the ivory plant. Barham commented that Johnson was being silly. Sue said that Johnson was suffering from high fever. She was not eating too. Sue was worried about her. Barham went to see Johnson. They entered the room quietly. Johnson was asleep. Sue drew the curtain and they went to the adjoining room. Sue looked out of the window. There was only one leaf when left on the creeper plant. There was only one leaf left on the creeper plant. There was heavy rain accompanied by strong cold winds. The leaf was due to fall any moment. Barham did not say anything and went back to his room. Johnsy woke up next morning in a feeble voice. She asked Sue to draw the curtains. Sue was nervous. She drew back the curtains very reluctantly. Sue was glad and she announced that there still was one leaf on the creeper. It appeared green and healthy. It hadn't fallen despite the storm. Johnson said that she had heard the winds the previous night. She had thought that the leaf would definitely fall. She added that it would fall that day for sure and then she will die too. Sue said to Johnson she would not die. She had to live for her friends. She added that she would become lonely if Johnson died. Johnson smiled and closed her eyes. She was weak. After almost every hour, she could look out if the leaf was still there or not. It seemed that leaf was stuck to the cripple. There was another storm that evening, but the leaf did not fall. Johnson kept on looking at it and then she called to Sue. Johnson said that she had been a bad girl. Sue looked at her while she did not cooperate and remained sad. The last leaf had made her realize her mistake. She said that the desire to die was the wrong one. She was glad to see the change in Johnson. She got soup for her, gave her a mirror to tidy her hair. Johnson was happy and bright. The doctor visited that afternoon and said that Johnson desire to live was back in Johnson. He was sure that she would recover. He went downstairs to check Hiram, who was suffering from pneumonia, and there was no hope that he could recover. Next morning, Sue sat beside Johnson and told her that Barham died that morning. He had been ill for last 2 days. The caretaker of the building had found him in his bed. His clothes and shoes were wet and he was shivering. He had gone out at night during the storm. A ladder and a lantern were lying near his bed. Paintbrushes, green and yellow colored paint, were also lying near her. Sue asked Josie to look at the leaf. It did not flutter when the wind blew. Actually, it was the masterpiece that Bharam aspired to paint. When the last leaf fell at night, he painted this one. So, in this way, Bharam's sacrifice made Johnson to live once again. This gives hopes to Johnson and Mr. Bharam, Constance, pneumonia and died. So dear students, here we end the story. Dear students, based on our today's revision, here are some questions for you. Have a nice day. Thank you.